That Valentine's Day, I remember sitting in my car, holding a small red gift box in my hand. Inside it was a gold bracelet I'd saved up for months to buy. My wife, Laura, had told me that she couldn't spend the evening with me because she was having dinner with her girlfriends. At first, I didn't think much of it. She said it so casually that I just smiled and said, "Okay, have fun." But the truth? Something about her tone felt off. Valentine's Day had always been our day. No matter how busy we were, we'd always spend it together. So why suddenly choose friends over me? That question started eating at me. Around 7 p.m. I sent her a text, "Hope you're having fun, babe," but it showed delivered, not read. An hour passed, then another. No reply. That was strange. Laura was never the type to ignore me for long. My best friend Jake called me and asked, "Hey man, aren't you guys doing something tonight?" When I told him the situation, he said something that stuck with me. Open quote, "Bro, if she says it's just friends, maybe you should find out who those friends are." Close quote. That thought wouldn't leave me alone. So I drove toward the restaurant Laura mentioned, a small Italian place downtown where we used to go on dates. My heart was pounding, not because I was angry, but because I was scared of what I might find. When I got there, the parking lot was full. I parked at a distance and scanned the cars. And then I saw it, Laura's silver sedan. My pulse quickened. I got out, walked quietly toward the restaurant window and looked inside. And there she was, in her red dress, hair curled just the way I liked it. But she wasn't sitting with her girlfriends. She was sitting across from her manager, David. A man I'd met once before, tall, confident, and just a little too friendly with her at company events. I froze. They were laughing, leaning in close. She even touched his arm while talking. The same little gesture she used to do with me when we first dated. My hands tightened into fists. I took a deep breath and reminded myself, don't make a scene here. So I snapped a photo through the glass. One clear picture of them together on Valentine's Day. Then I walked away before my emotions got the better of me. That night she came home around midnight, smelling faintly of wine and perfume. She looked surprised to see me awake. "Oh, hey," she said, forcing a smile. "I didn't think you'd wait up." "Yeah," I said quietly. "How was dinner with your friends?" She blinked, hesitated for a split second, then said, "It was good. You know, just us girls catching up. Sorry I didn't text, my phone died." I nodded, pretending to believe her. "No worries," I said. "By the way, I passed by that Italian restaurant earlier. Saw David there. Did you bump into him?" Her expression changed instantly. The color drained from her face. No, I didn't see him," she said quickly, too quickly. That's when I pulled out my phone and showed her the photo. The silence that followed was deafening. She stared at it for a long time, her mouth opening slightly, trying to form words but failing. Finally she whispered, "Mark, it's not what it looks like." I laughed quietly. "Then please tell me what it is, Laura, because from where I stood, it looked like my wife was on a date with her boss on Valentine's Day." Tears filled her eyes. "He just wanted to talk about a project in private. I didn't mean to hurt you." "On Valentine's Day?" I asked. "Dressed like that?" She didn't answer. I stood up, walked to the bedroom, and handed her the little red box. "I bought this for you," I said, "but now I think you should give it to whoever you're really celebrating with." She broke down crying, saying she was sorry that she'd made a stupid mistake. But that night, I slept on the couch. The next morning, I called her boss's wife. Yes, David was married too. I told her everything and sent the photo. She thanked me, and within a week, David was facing a workplace investigation. Laura lost her job soon after, not because of me, but because the truth had a way of coming out. She tried to fix things, begged me for another chance, but I couldn't unsee the image of her smiling across that table. Trust, once cracked, never fits the same again. Months later, on Valentine's Day again, I sat alone in the same restaurant, this time with peace in my heart. The waiter came over and asked, "Just you tonight, sir?" I smiled and said, "Yeah, just me, and that's perfectly fine." Sometimes you don't need revenge, you just need clarity. If you like the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.